Well guys, here is a brand new track that Erik made, as this has been long overdue, as he's been working on for months and we finally got working properly, as this is the 2009 MTWS Championship, as he made a racing, freestyle, and aftermath version and all that, as this is actually the second version he made, because the first one he made, there was some problems with it when he made it and sent it to me, and he didn't finish it and get fixed till just recently, and it's finally nice to see and all that. And just wanted to say too, originally I was going to make a MTWS Championship pack a long time ago, which was going to have the championship tracks from, at the time it would have been 2009 to 2020, so it's like 7 championship tracks and all that. But I didn't do it. It was because of this event, because this took place in Los Angeles, but I didn't want to use the stadium I made. I wanted to use the actual Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum model, but no one has put on RoR yet, so because of that I said, nope, I will not make the pack unless that stadium is in the game. But of course, Erik decided, screw that, I'm just going to make the stadium model anyway, which I would not approve of, but he did anyway, so I have to just ignore it and all that. So yeah, here's the track and all that, so let's go try it out. Of course, driving the very first racing champion of MTWS, Outlaw. Sucks he didn't put checkpoints out there, which I would have done. As now going into the turn, although the cars right there, as you notice, are like very tall, and of course not used to driving V4, remember, sue me. But yeah, those, I just realized those turning cars are pretty high up in the air. Didn't notice that the other day when I was driving. And of course, gonna now put it right here and test out this side. As tap the wall. Oh my god, going so wide in the turn. Feels like, I think it was Thunderbolt that went wide in the turn that allowed Thunderbolt, Outlaw to get into the semifinals for the racing championship and all that. But that was racing. Now to go try out freestyle. And here we go, freestyle version. Which of course has the cars right there and has the extra stack on top of the racing lane, and of course the camper I put out there. Alright, so let's try it out, of course, with the first freestyle champion of MTWS, Mad Dog. Sucks, of course, I don't have its 2009 version yet. Might as well just drive. Alright, so let's check it out now, as start by going for these cars right here, as check out every single obstacle. As gonna tap side of the box fan. I already up on 2 wheels. I already tried to stop this track out the other day. Finally getting around the test. I'm showing it off though. As for that van stack now, up and over it. Oh man, the nostalgia of trucks going for that van stack. It feels like yesterday when I was making this track back in January 2010. God, 15 years later. How old am I? As I'm not gonna go for the tire ramp just yet, because there's something about it I gotta explain. As gonna go for that bus stack and jumped it, which really no one did that night. Everyone crawled up it, and of course Wild Ride, and I think Outlaw also flipped off the side of it, which was hilarious. Alright. So now we're gonna crawl over the tire ramp, and you might notice, oh boy, gonna go over. Didn't expect that to happen. And anyways, you probably noticed that the ramp went up, the truck went up before the tire ramp came up. Well, that's actually on purpose, because if y'all don't remember, going for the box fan, that in the championship, Mad Dog in its championship win run, it floored into the tire ramp and got so much air off of it, it actually landed on top of the box fan. Now, of course, a tire ramp can't do that normally, but by MTM2 physics, it could. So, had to replicate that, or else it wouldn't be authentic from MTWS history. So, we're going to do it now. Floor into the tire ramp. Huge distance. And gonna land right on the box fan, although Mad Dog had a smooth land on top of it, not sent off the side right there. But hey, that's what happened to Mad Dog at night, and I wanted a track that at least can replicate what the trucks did. As now, gonna go right for... What the fuck? I wasn't even close to the bus. For crying out loud. As trying to line up for the car ramp. Here we go. Right for it. I already hit it, though, in racing. As now, here we go. For the back of that. Here we go. Alright, now I go try out this side. That's up and over that once again. Now to go try out the steep side. If they'll even have a no-co on potentially. Here we go. Coming up to it. Sky wheelie. Just going to clear it though. Maybe I need to crawl up to see if it even has a no-co. Or maybe it's just blank cars with nothing there. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Just barely noticeable. Alright. And then, of course, there's the camper, which in the first version did not have any no-co whatsoever. I'm pretty sure, yep, it doesn't need it. That was the ramp I hit. It does not have a no-co just like it did in the first one to plow through it. Also, it looks like the tires might be, it looks like it might be just barely floating above the ground. Alright, now, of course, the final obstacle, the double, which, oh man, that was the biggest obstacle I ever made at that time while I was making MTM2 tracks, since I started making them Christmas Eve 2008. A year later, I was making this freaking like double of a semi-trail at the end and all that. This is the reason why the debut took many months before it was done, because he couldn't get the backflip. Not the backflip. He couldn't get the semi-trail. No, the double at all. Completely correct. On the one hand, the double this side. Here's a massive skyline, which is supposed to be when he first did it. You would actually straight up clear the double from that side, from the semi-trail, massive skyway all the way across and clear it. But that's not what happened that night. Everyone got sky wheelies and landed on the trailer or the bus, and that was it. And then the other problem was you couldn't clear the bus double from this side. But as we can see now, you can, thankfully. Although now you put too much air on it. Oh boy, probably just V4 business and such. But yeah. The original version, you could not clear the double that way, and you could clear the double from this side, which both ways are inaccurate and such. But thankfully, he finally was able to fix that. And of course, go for the double sideways, which a couple trucks did that night. Ah, boy. Alright. So now that that's out of the way, let's go check out the Aftermath. Which should be almost the exact same thing, except for paint removed. As you see, some areas have paint removed. Although, Erik, you did miss a spot right here. There's supposed to be nothing here because trucks crossed over in a spot. And I also think should be paint missing right here too, I think, as well. Some areas, I think, lost paint that they shouldn't have either. And such. Like, I don't recall, like, the tire ramp or the box van losing that much dirt and all that. But other than that, it's the same as the freestyle version and all that. Oh yeah, of course, the trailer being damaged and all that. But yeah, guys, that is the 2009 MTWS Championship that Erik made. Thank you for that, as he has another set of tracks I'll be debuting next coming up.